Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to a new edition of Best Graphics Cards for the Money. Now, a lot of people have been requesting me to do this, so figured here's another episode. I haven't done one in about 2-3 weeks. I think my last episode was at the end of June. Now we're mid-July, so figured it'd be a good time to do another episode, so let's get into this with the first graphics card is actually a graphics card that hasn't even been released yet. It's called the AMD Radeon HD 7730. Now, what this is it's supposed to be a replacement to the AMD Radeon HD 6670 that came out a year or two ago. Now, the 6670 is a really good graphics card if you're building a 300, 250 system where you can only fit a $50 to $70 graphics card. So finally we're getting an upgrade to that card. I think that card came out in 2011, so it's good to see something take the reins of that card. So this is going to be really good for, like I said, the price range, and it's going to be able to run games pretty smoothly at 1280 by 720. And if you're playing lighter games like League of Legends, World of Warcraft, this is probably the new graphics card that I'm going to start recommending in my builds. So really good that AMD finally rolled out a new GPU to replace that 6670 that came out a couple years ago. Now, this is supposed to launch at different variants from 50 to 79 bucks, so not a bad price. The 7750 is about 85 now, so pretty cheap card, and it's going to be really good for budget and builds. Next card I went with was the AMD Radeon HD 7770 from Sapphire. This is only $95 right now. This is a really solid card for about $400 to $500 systems. It's really good at 1080p gaming, but if you resolution to like 1680 by 1050 or 1440 by 900, then you're going to get extremely good performance at even the higher end titles like Battlefield 3, Witcher 2. You can actually run those games at lower resolutions at max settings, you know, aside from Witcher 2 having uber sampling, which no PC can run, but that's besides the point. If you lower the resolution, you can actually run a lot of the later titles at really good frame rates with this $95 graphics card, so easily recommendable for this one. Unfortunately, AMD is not giving any of their free games, so in the past you would get like Far Cry 3 and Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon for free, and this card would just be a retarded value for the price. It just didn't even make sense, but it's still a ridiculously good value for 95 bucks. Next graphics card I recommend is the Sapphire Radeon HD 7850. Now, this is about $140, and same issue with the 7770, no free games anymore. Apparently, a couple few retailers are still doing it, but those are going to be like the last wave of cards, and a couple 7970 still have it, but that's besides the point. The 7850, really solid card for 1080p gaming if you're gaming at like medium to high settings at 1080p. Really good for $500 builds. I always recommend this in that price range, and really can't go wrong with this. And the fan technology is really good, so you can overclock this and get some pretty high speeds. Next card on the list is the EVGA GeForce GTX 660. Now, this is the non-TI edition, and this is about $175 now, and the price is going lower and lower. But what makes this card even better is that you get a free copy of Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Blacklist. Now, that's a game that's not even out yet. I'm actually really anticipating that because I just completed Splinter Cell Conviction. That was a really good game, and Blacklist looks to be a huge improvement from that. You know, it's the end of the console generation, so it's not completely next generation, but it's like the median between this generation and next generation. So that game, it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, and you get it for free, and that's a $50 value. So, you know, do the math. You're getting this card pretty cheap if you actually want the game, and if not, you can sell it to someone else, and I'm sure someone will buy it because, you know, it's a game that's not even out yet. I'm sure there's some demand for the game. Next card I went with was, this is actually pretty comedic because I went with the EVGA GeForce GTX 760. Now, about a month ago when this card came out, I made a video, do not buy this card. Well, you know, that's just the thing with the landscape of computer hardware. Things change all the time, and this is one of the changes where originally I recommended the 7950 because you were getting like a million free games with it and the value was just there, but now you don't get those free games, and AMD just did that to slap me in the face because they literally took off the free games like 3 days after I uploaded the video, don't buy a 760, so that was pretty funny. And now with the 760, you get Splinter Cell Blacklist for free, so it's like a huge 180 that just happened where now the ball's on NVIDIA's court, so really good. The 760 is a damn good value right now, and the free game, you know, just makes it better. Next card, I went with the EVGA GeForce GTX 770, same thing as the 760, although the 7970 is not a bad value either, which I want to put on my list because a lot of the 7970s are still offering those free games. I guess after this wave of graphics cards are sold, the free games are going to be done, but the 7970, I believe you get BioShock Infinite, Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, and I think Tomb Raider for free. So those are pretty good value. I went with the 770 just because depending on what your retailer of choice is, you might not get those cards or those games. So I just went with the 770 where all 770s are giving Splinter Cell Blacklist for free right now. Finally, I went with the GTX 780. you know, best card to get right now to play a 2560 by 1440. Nothing really beats it unless you're getting a Titan, which is a garbage card, but that's besides the point. And yeah, 780 is pretty solid. I have some benchmarks up on my channel if you want to watch them from a couple months ago. And yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys. I know a lot hasn't changed, but with the inclusion of the 7730, the inclusion of Splinter Cell Blacklist coming free with a lot of NVIDIA cards, figured this was a good time to make the video. A lot of people have been requesting it, and I've been getting some PMs on what graphics card to get, so figured why the fuck not, let's do this. And yeah, thanks for watching. Remember, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and comment, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.